Hello, I'm Gary Champion. Thanks for visiting and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm not an astrologer, but a psychic medium performing general predictions based on astrological signs. Readings can include work, finance, love, relationships, or just general messages. I did this before I stopped doing it. For some reason, today seems like a good day to do it. Remember, astrological sign predictions are for a large group of people and may not resonate with everyone. For a personal reading, go to my website, garychampion.com. This is a script that my wife and I used. So I'm just repeating what that says. Okay, Aries. Um, this is September 14th, 2020. New beginnings. It's time to start all over again. The hat you're wearing doesn't fit your head anymore. Interesting. This one fits mine. Feeling let down by those around you because they didn't support you in something and it's time you were moving on. Of course, that depends if you can afford to and if you have another job or you're in some other place to go. Something about being a writer. Taurus. Better mark these or I'll go back and do them again. And this is an odd one. I haven't heard this for a while. It's a key word from the other side that I've had 20 years. And it means collecting, as if you're a collector. You need an outside hobby or interest in collecting something. I'd tell you what the word is, but it doesn't, it's two words and it doesn't mean anything to me either. It's just, I know that's what it means because I've had it so long. Collect some owls. Go to the sea, get some shells. Find a hobby that occupies your mind. I saw a stamp collector the other day. I thought, oh, I couldn't do that. Coins, probably more like. Collect something. Relieve the tension. Gemini. Did you speak first for something and someone else got it? Were you in line to get something but someone else took it away from you? You were robbed in some way. You're going to have to open your heart and forgive these people. That's who they are. They take without asking. They don't care whether you miss it or need it or it's who you are. They've stolen it for their own purposes. People do that all the time. And sometimes they steal part of your personality. They like the way that you speak or stand or talk or do something, and they steal that. They appropriate that because it makes them feel better for some reason. They don't seem to have any thing of their own. And you can spot these people in a group where you're doing your hands a certain way, and then pretty soon this person's doing their hands a certain way. You say a phrase a few times, pretty soon they're using your phrase. They've never heard it until you said it. So, cultural appropriation. Anyway, Cancer. Time to say goodbye to the things you know and hello to the things you don't know. Now, this is a line straight out of a movie with Steve McQueen, The Reavers, which was not a big hit movie. I saw it because it was about kids and an older adult that took them down the wrong road, stole a car and whatever. You need a change in environment as well. Doesn't suit you where you're at. Somebody's knocking on the door and you're going to have to answer. Leo, if price is all we're talking about and that's all you're haggling about, why not make a compromise? You're short on compromise. You believe the truth down to the letter of whatever it is that that you read someplace, and the world's not like that. The world's more flexible. So you need to be more flexible. Nothing is written. If you think everything's written, it's not. Some guy 3,000 years ago may have written it, but it's not relevant today. It's just not. You may think it is, but whatever script you're going by is obsolete. You have to get you a new pony to ride. Whew, this is terrible. Virgo, it's happening now. Get involved, someone's saying. It's time for you to get involved. You've been standing on the sidelines, and you're perfect for this. You have thinking brain. You've thought about it, you know about it, but you're not using what knowledge you have. It's time to get in step, volunteer, do something. You're holding yourself back when you could be enjoying the experience. Heard that before. Libra, outstanding service will get you nowhere unless it's noticed. You've given and given and given, and people seem to expect it from you. That's not being noticed. That means you're being, what is that? If you're always getting your mate a cup of coffee and cleaning up behind him, he expects it. And one should never take for granted what you do. Stop doing it. See what happens. All chaos breaks loose. Scorpio. You know the future could be yours if you want it. You just don't want it bad enough. It's too easy to sit on the sidelines and watch other people do it. It's much harder to actually get in the fray. Somebody else is making your decisions for you. You're riding along in the car, but you're not driving it. The fun in owning a car is driving it, not sitting in the back. Don't be a passenger. Get out of the back seat and get in the front seat. Sagittarius, it's too close for comfort. Something or someone is too close and it's making you feel uncomfortable. Someone loud or something loud. It doesn't speak to you. It might have at one time, but I even doubt that. This is abrasive. Avoid this person or event or thing if at all you can. By avoiding people and things, you let them know in certain terms that you're not interested in them. They can stop shouting and waving their hands around. I have a neighbor down here who does it all the time. He walks up and down the sidewalk waving his hands and talking real loud. Had to go out and say, get out from in front of my house yelling and screaming. Please, before somebody gets called and you get hauled away. Capricorn, slow and steady is the only way for you. You need to start looking way out in the future because you're kind of slow. You don't always see things. And when it gets this close, you're not seeing it at all. So try and look far beyond what's here and begin working toward that because that's the future. So don't wait till it's on you to decide to do something. See it for what it is out there. Then as it approaches, you have time to make a decision about it. Aquarius. This is the time for you to be true to you. Be still, quiet your mind, you're rattling around in your head, and decide who you really are, and then be true to that. You've changed horses too many times, often in the middle of a stream. Decide who you are and go with that. The advantage in life is knowing who you are, not in searching for who you are. People who are always searching are always going to be searching. They never seem to land right. Pick your voice and stick with it. Pisces, two are better than one. Something about a housing situation. You're close to where you want to be, but you haven't grasped the seriousness of something. Um, it's almost as though something you desire is hidden from your view. But the truth is, you aren't seeing it because you don't want to see it. If you saw it, then you'd have to do something about it. And that's something you're not willing to do yet. Some point in the future, you're going to have to face this and make a decision. And it's about employment. Change directions. Um, you often do things people ask you to do, but it doesn't seem to please you very much. Um, you have a lot of advantages if you switch at this point. Promote yourself. Maybe there's an independent job in this for you or something you create yourself. Okay, that's astrological predictions, GaryChampion.com. Haven't done this for a while. I've had some requests to do it. I just haven't felt it. And this is something you got to feel. I hope it helps. If it doesn't, don't tell me. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.